New tonight, questions about transparency in Elkhorn after city leaders threatened firefighters and paramedics with a letter to keep quiet. Days after they spoke with our chief investigative reporter, Jenna.
You guys seem to not be able to answer questions about the fire department.
I can answer all your questions. But
okay, so can we schedule a time, Mr. Mayor? I would love to schedule a time to sit down with you.
In part 3 of our special investigative series, Understaffed and Under Fire, our Jenna tries to get answers from city leaders as staff sound the alarm on concerns they say are impacting public safety.
If the city doesn't want to support us, then people are going to get really tired of it and they're going to leave.
The call is coming from inside the firehouse.
The people need to know what's going on.
Fire Lieutenant Tristan McNamara and paramedic Jess Nicikowski say they're understaffed.
We've only been fully staffed like a matter of weeks.
Yeah.
For like maybe one time.
Underfunded.
The city's put some money into this place trying to keep up with things, but again, it's always out of dire need.
And under fire.
The city doesn't seem to want to listen to what we have to say, but they won't come here and see us.
All of this creating the perfect recipe for what first responders say is an impending disaster.
Is it pure luck at this point that no one has died on your watch and none of your personnel have been injured?
Yeah, we've had some close calls.
Yeah.
The engine in your background here has fire damage to the front end. We ran out of water. The fire got out of control. We're lucky no one was hurt.
Not only is it just a matter of time that something fatal will happen, but it's only a matter of time before more people walk away. And then the situation becomes much more dire.
First responders are now showing up to public meetings, voicing concerns and trying to get answers.
I respectfully stand before you today as a symbol of the frustration felt by myself and my crewmates who work feverishly to protect the citizens served by the Elkhorn Area Fire Department.
Answers taxpayers also want from City Administrator Adam Swan and Mayor Tim Shirota.
I'm calling on all of you to uphold the promises made in the 2020 referendum.
It's why Tristan and Jess talked with me on April 6th.
The community just needs to know what's going on so they can become more involved.
4 days after our interview, Fire Chief Trent Eichmann was placed on administrative assignment at the direction of the city administrator and the mayor. The same day, every member of the fire department received this 4-page letter informing them about the investigation into serious allegations involving the chief. Without describing the allegations, the letter states first responders are prohibited from deleting, altering, or otherwise modifying any records pertaining to city matters, even if such source is a personal account. It says staff could be questioned as part of this investigation, and that failure to answer questions truthfully may be treated as insubordination, and the city may draw adverse inferences based on your failure to comply with this order. The letter, which is signed by Mayor Shirota, states no member can engage in rumor mongering or gossip, and that if any media outlet reaches out, staff should tell them to contact city leadership. If staff is contacted by others in a personal capacity, then the letter states they're required to draft and send communication to the mayor explaining who they spoke to, what they discussed, and the direction or information they gave. Finally, the letter states city leaders expect full cooperation. Writing a violation of the directives in this letter or otherwise issued to you will be viewed as an effort to impede or interfere with our investigation and is grounds for termination.
It appears to be about controlling the narrative, but that isn't something I can prove. I mean, it's just what I have watched and observed, that we collectively as the fire department have a different narrative than I think Adam would like us to have.
Swan and Shirota have denied my several requests for an on-camera interview, despite extending our deadline by 1 week, saying they're only willing to answer questions via email. I told them I'd be at their next public meeting to try and ask questions in person.
I'd love to sit down and do an interview with you and get some constituents' questions answered, as well as some of your staff who's publicly paid by taxpayers.
Have a good night, Jenna. Text me.
No answer to that? No interview?
Welcome a chance to sit down with you and explain our side of the story.
Let me know when.
You don't seem interested in that.
I've reached out to you multiple times, Mayor. How can you say that I'm not interested in that?
You never contacted me. Why don't you call me sometime?
Okay, I'll call you tomorrow. How's that? We can set up a time to talk?
Off the record.
We're going to have an on-camera interview, sir, and that's what I'm requesting.
This is about what the people don't know. And if nobody's talking about it, then the community doesn't know.
I talked with Mayor Tim Sciarrotta on the phone Wednesday. He told me he's still not committed to doing an on-camera interview, but that he will consider it. So I've sent that request to him once again.
Jenna, city leaders have said calling them unresponsive or unwilling to talk about this is misleading, but you've tried multiple times to get them to sit down for an interview.
That's right, Steve and Susan, and I did, and both of them told me that they would only answer questions through email. And since they're both public officials, we believe they have a responsibility to be as open and transparent as possible with taxpayers, and we feel that's not possible in an emailed statement alone. My request for an on-camera interview with either of them stands.